Good afternoon, it's glad to know you're with us and welcome to CoreTV News at 1. I am Emmanuel Ezekiel. As a result of the following the existence of vacuum in the office of the Chief Judge of Rivers State as well as the President of the Customary Court of Appeal in the state, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mohammed Adoke, has directed the Chief Justice of Bayelsa State to swear in the Governor-elect of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, on May 29, 2015. According to a press release signed by the Attorney General, the directive has become imperative in order to avert a likely constitutional crisis in Rivers State on May 29, when the Governor-elect is expected to be sworn in as Governor of Rivers State. Adoke added that his directive is in accordance with Section 182, subsection 185, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, which provides that the oath of allegiance and the oath of office shall be administered by the Chief Judge of the State or Grand Qadi of the Sharia Court of Appeal of the State, if any, or President of the Customary Court of Appeal of the State, if any, or the person for the time being respectively appointed to exercise the functions of any of those offices in any state. He urged the government and people of Rivers State to take note of this development and appreciate the fact that the invitation extended to the Chief Judge of Bayelsa State to administer the oath of office and allegiance and, of course, the day the Governor-elect of Rivers State, May 29, to be sworn in 2015, is in accordance with the Constitution and should therefore be respected by all and sundry. Activist lawyer Festus Keyamo says the Attorney General of the Federation, Mohammed Adoke, is legally correct to direct the Chief Judge of Bayelsa State to swear in Nyesom Wike as Rivers State Governor. The lawyer said in a statement that Section 185, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution empowers him to take such step. Keyamo, who is a member of the All Progressives Congress, quoted copiously from the Constitution to justify why, in the absence of the Chief Judge of a particular state, a corresponding judicial officer in any state of the Federation can administer the oath. He added that it was inconceivable to think that the assumption of office of a public officer who has been declared winner of an election can be scuttled because of the absence of someone who is to perform what he insists is a purely ceremonial duty. Moving on now to Ekiti State, in the early hours of the day, pandemonium broke out in Ado-Ekiti when a bloody fight between drivers and Hausa community ensued. Several properties were destroyed, including a camera belonging to CoreTV News was damaged by a policeman. We'll bring you details in our subsequent bulletins. Away from that now, Minister of Finance Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has replied the NGF demand of excess crude accounts and accruals, saying Governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi, received a total of 257.6 billion naira for the Federation account between January and October 2013. In a statement issued by Paul Nwabuiku, her spokesman in Abuja, Okonjo-Iweala claims the Governors Forum had no basis asking her to account for $20 billion from the excess crude account, ECA, because details of the ECA are published every month. She added that the ECA is discussed at every monthly session of the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, EFACC, where all the state commissioners of finance are usually present. She terms the statement by the governor as a totally strange one because the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee meets every month and the ACA is discussed at every session with all the state commissioners of finance present. She said, and I quote, "Nothing is hidden at these meetings. The Minister of State, who is the chairman of FAAC, announces the balance in the ECA, which is then discussed. The minister directed governors who need further explanation on the account to consult their commissioners." Okonjo-Iweala added that Amechi, who read the communique of the governors early on Tuesday, made unsubstantiated claims that 5 billion naira was missing in 2013. The statement added that in the interest of transparency and accountability, the Minister of Finance would, in a couple of days, publish the details of the ECA for the last years. And barely a year after the gubernatorial election, amid such speculation of his anticipated defection, the Labour Party governorship candidate Michael Okpeyemi Bamidele in Ekiti State and all party executives have dumped the party for the All Progressives Congress. In what he described as a homecoming, Okpeyemi Bamidele says the move became necessary in order to rejig APC in Ekiti State. Our correspondent Rashid has more.
The gathering is no doubt the coming together of Labour Party stalwarts in Ekiti. But this might be the last meeting under the umbrella of the Labour Party. The resolution to decamp en masse to the All Progressives Congress, as read by the party leader, Okpeyemi Bamidele, will probably dictate the political tune in the coming months.
My intent, as well as the intent of leaders and rank-and-file members of our party in the Labour Party, which intent will be further given expression in our respective wards to the camp to the All Progressive Congress, APC.
On his part, the chairman of Labour Party in Ekiti State, Akemole, insists the mass defection is the best option for the Labour Party in the state at the given time, even if he has to be a follower.
I'm joining APC. If it is the wish of the entire members of APC, after my announcing my membership of that party, to now assign a role for me to play in that party, so be it. But for now, I'm not in a position to say this is what I will be. Immediately, I join APC.
With the impeachment axe dangling over the Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayoshe, Okpeyemi Bamidele denies coming at this time to contest if Fayoshe is eventually impeached, but says Ekiti will witness drama after May 29.
After May 29, 2015, a lot will have to happen in Nigeria, a lot will have to happen in Ekiti State, as well as in other parts of this country. You are either for the people or you are not. You are either, on the side of rule of law or you are not.
As Okpeyemi Bamidele decamps to the APC, the internal wrangling in the party may either persist or stop, hoping that the APC will now have more clout to face the PDP-led government as a veritable opposition. Rashid, CoreTV News, in Ekiti.
The Transition Committee of the All Progressives Congress in Kaduna State has dragged outgoing Governor Mukhtar Yero before the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. The committee wants the anti-graft agency to stop the Yero-led government from what it described as last-minute looting of public funds. It accused the outgoing government of taking elaborate steps to legitimize the misappropriation of 2.744 billion naira Shopee funds. The petition was signed by the committee chairman Balarabe Lawal in Kaduna. Now we go for a quick break. It's still the news at 1. We'll come back and bring you more stories. Stay with us.
Women share the most amazing thoughts on national issues and they do it passionately.
For most men that are educated, that are exposed, will see nothing to it.
The population and the level of poverty made me cry. No infrastructural development whatsoever. And you tell me Lagos is working?
That was an accident. And it was a one-off thing. Other than that, there has never been any situation in Nigeria where a Nigerian attacked anybody just because of where they came from.
Sharing the adorable word of women in politics every week, only on CoreTV News.
Welcome back. It's still CoreTV News at 1. You can track our stories, these ones and more, following us on the following social media platform on Facebook, facebook.com/CoreTV News, or our Twitter handle at CoreTV News NG. And also YouTube, youtube.com/CoreTV, leave a space, and then news. Now, the trial of Aminu Oguche, the alleged mastermind of the 2014 Iyanya Burst terminal bombing, and 5 others at the Federal High Court of Abuja has commenced after several months of adjournment. The matter was stalled last week due to the absence of prosecution key witnesses. Prosecution counsel Mohammed Diri brought an 8-count charge against accused persons and was prepared to tender 37 proof of evidence. One prosecution witness testified against the suspect but was shielded from public view in line with a court order. The trial judge, Justice Ahmed Mohammed, later adjourned the case till May the 20th for prosecution to tender
very satisfied, especially when the judge overruled them on the issue of deportation order, which we believe will be prejudicial on the ground that, one, we never prepared for that. Secondly, the order was not placed before the court, and it was only trying to give evidence of what is contained in a written document. So we took objection. His Lordship rightly sustained our objection.
Bomber has killed 9 persons in Karakida in Adamawa State, while Boko Haram terrorists said to have attacked the Bagadali area in the state in a renewed offensive by the insurgents in the liberated areas. The attack was launched at the Karakida market in Gombe local government area of the state. Some residents of the area says the bomb was planted, while others insist it was a suicide bomber. However, troops have engaged the militants in a fierce gun battle to flush them out of the embattled communities. Moving on now, the Nigeria Labour Congress on Wednesday laid siege to the NIPO's headquarters in Abuja over alleged violation of labour practices. The grievances, according to organized labour, include alleged wrongful remittance of dues meant for the Nigeria Union of Postal and Telecommunications Employees in Upte, so the Senior Staff Association of Communications, Transport and Corporations. NLC called on NIPO's management to set things right and also to stop interfering.
And therefore we are here today to sympathize with them, because we believe in our slogan that injury to one is actually injury to all. And that is why we are here very peacefully. We are here very peacefully because we have communicated on 4 occasions. We have not had the privilege of these communications being acknowledged or even inviting us for dialogue, because we believe very much in dialogue. We don't have any issue with any other union, but with the management that actually issued that letter to cede those workers to another union. And that is why we are here, and we want to communicate this message to the Postmaster General, because he is supposed to be a father to all. He shouldn't, through any process of divide and rule.
What management did was just an advice which they acted upon from the Ministry of Labour and from the Industrial Court. And since the matter is in Industrial Court, we also, despite that fact, has never closed our doors. We ask them, go and settle now and come back, give us your will, and we implement it. That's what we told them.
Staying with labour matters, but this time a demand coming from the body where the Nigeria Labour Congress wants the incoming government to place job creation and stable power supply high on its priority list. Activists at an interactive session on pre-International Labour Organization Conference in Abuja described these 2 areas as necessary ingredients for the transition to industrialized economy. They also vowed to engage the Buhari administration on the need to refurbish refineries for local fuel production.
It will take a system that is committed to be able to create those jobs. There are a lot of opportunities in Nigeria that are yet to be tapped to create such jobs. One of them is the oil and gas sector. If as a country we're able to have the capacity to refine products for our domestic needs, you will better imagine how many jobs will be created. And that is a possibility. Over time, because of the inherent corruption in the system, people have not looked at that area as an area that should be opened up, and that is an area that can also drive the process of employment generation. This is one idea we are bringing to the table. As I said in our media National Administrative Council meeting, we have taken far-reaching decisions, including committing a committee of experts to look at ways and means where labor can be able to contribute to the development agenda of the country. So we are actually making a lot of progress in that respect. Two, the issue you mentioned about fuel is a matter of concern, not only to us Labour, but I think to every Nigerian, that at every opportunity where possibly there will be a change of guard, people, those cabal, will always come together and make life unbearable for the larger society, especially the common people, me and you, and the working class. It's deliberate. And therefore, it's one issue also that we expect, that the inherent corruption in the system should be addressed once and for all.
Away from labor matters, the FCT administration said it has begun an online tracking of ongoing building development in the nation's capital city. The tracking, which would be done through the Development Control Information System and mobile app for an online transfer of site assessment reports, SAR, is to ensure total computerization of all the development control activities. The minister's spokesman, Mohammed Sule, said in a statement that his principal has already directed all land-related departments in the ministry to work together to reduce business time of developers. The minister noted that the establishment of the scheme is a baseline requirement for taking decisions on the approvability or otherwise of building plans for all categories of development. You're still watching CoreTV News at 1. We'll go for a break. We'll come back and we'll bring you news outside Nigeria. Stay with us.
You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website, www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then news. CoreTV News, a 24-hour news station.
And also news outside Nigeria. Burundian police beat and fired tear gas as protesters in the capital, Bujumbura, who were demanding President Pierre Nkurunziza reverse a decision to run for a third term in office, with some protesters throwing rocks at police ranks. Reports say at least 8 people have been arrested following the protest. The protest began earlier in the day with more than 100 protesters chanting slogans against the president in defiance of the government threats of a crackdown. The police also stopped journalists from filming the protests. Meanwhile, South African President Jacob Zuma insists that presidential elections scheduled for next month should be postponed indefinitely until political stability returns to Burundi. He was speaking at a summit in Angola that was convened after last week's failed coup attempt. 3 alleged leaders of a failed coup in Burundi who were arrested by government loyalists hours after President Pierre Nkurunziza returned to the capital, Bujumbura, last week have been transferred to a prison in the country's Gitega region. Reports say former Defense Minister General Cyril Ndayukuriye and the police commissioners Zenon Ndabadi Zay and Hemengile Nimenya were brought to a prison in Bujumbura after their arrest on May the 15th following a failed coup d'etat on May the 13th. And with that last story from the crisis in Burundi, we call it quits on the new news at 1. I am Emmanuel Ezekiel, and many thanks for watching.